In the last video, we talked about how to do an adjusting entry for depreciation. And I kind of glossed over how to do the depreciation calculation. In this class, we are going to be focusing mainly on what is called straight line depreciation. And that is where the depreciation is the same every year. So our example was we had $50,000 that we spent on equipment, and it was going to last 5 years. And we just kind of calculated saying, oh, well, that must mean that it's $10,000 per year. And it's called straight line because if we graph this out and we have years down here, so this is year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and we say here is the amount of depreciation. Each year is going to be exactly the same, so it makes a straight line. So that is why it is called straight line depreciation. Now, this is, of course, not the only way we can calculate depreciation. There are other things where we have a lot in the first years and less in other years, and some where it goes kind of like this. So there are different ways of doing it. But what we are focusing on in this chapter is specifically straight line depreciation. All right, so what we did up here, there is one more step that we need to look at. So let's look at the actual formula for straight line depreciation. The first is, what is the cost of the asset? In our case, we said that's $50,000. Then we need to subtract the salvage value. The salvage value is when we are all done with this asset, can we sell it for something? Can we get some money back? And let's say when we are all done with this equipment, we can sell it for $10,000. So that is $10,000 of this asset that we are not going to use up at all. So we are never going to use that $10,000. We're just going to be getting that back at the end. Now, this is a guess. It's an estimate. We do lots of estimating in accounting, as you will find out. And this is our first estimate that we will be looking at. So that gets us to our depreciable base. Which means how much of this asset are we going to be using up over the 5 years? We are going to be using up a total of $40,000 of this asset over the useful life. All right, the last step is the useful life. And we said, how long are we going to use this equipment? It is going to be 5 years. So we divide it by 5, and instead of $10,000 per year, we get $8,000 per year. So just a slight nuance to how we do straight line depreciation. We have to guess at the salvage value or how much we are going to get back from our equipment, furniture, buildings when we are all done with them. So we make that guess, and that gets us to a depreciable base, and that's the total depreciation expense that we're going to have over the life of this asset. And that gets us our per year amount down at the end.